Welcome back to the sortitoutsi channel, and today we have the DP tactic in the Tactical Clinic. It was made by Dapierro on Reddit, and you might have seen it. I'll post a picture here. Today we're going to test this out with three teams. We're going to test this out with Young Boys in Switzerland, we're going to test it with Inter Milan, and we're going to test it with Reading in League 1 in England. So here we are, as you can see, we have won the Schweizer Cup, which is the equivalent of the FA Cup. We beat Basel 2-1 in the final, first silverware on the board. Unfortunately knocked out in the group stages of the Champions League. What group were we in? We were with Real Madrid, Napoli and Lens. Unfortunately, we finished with 4 points. We weren't going to be in the top 2 anyway, but maybe a bit disappointed we didn't finish in third. Going back, looking at the league table, we will see we managed to win that. 25 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses, goal difference of 37, 83 points. If we take a look at the full table, we will see 70 goals scored, 33 conceded. In terms of the stat numbers, most goals we were actually down in third with 70. Most shots we were down in 4th place. Few shots against, 303. Second best pass completion ratio, second best in terms of possession. Dribbles made were second best again. Tackles won were down in 4th at 816. We did concede the fewest goals with only 33 going in, and we managed to keep 14 clean sheets in that time. Now looking at the player stats, we will see we have the most goals. Cedric Itten with 23, the former Rangers player I do believe. Let me just double check. And yep, he is a former Rangers player, I am not wrong there. In terms of most assists, we've got Lewis Blum sitting with 10 assists in third equal. Most shots, Itten up there in 4th. Player of the matches, Itten top with 7. Mohamed Kamara with 4 himself. Best pass completion, we've got Loris Benito and Mohamed Kamara up there with the high numbers. Most key passes, we have Emery with 62 sitting in 5th place. Tackles won, we've got Garcia in 5th place there. Dribbles made, we're not on the list here. In terms of fewest goals conceded, we have Anthony Rasiopi with 12, and fewest conceded, we have Rasiopi himself with 24 goals conceded. So we'll look at the squad numbers now, just take a look and see. We can see that Itchen has 27 goals in all competitions, Emery with 10, Ugranic with 10, Malaise with 9, and then a whole host of players here, all in single digit numbers as we normally see. In terms of the assist numbers, Malice in with 11, Lewis Blum, the right back, with 11, Emery with 8, and Ugranic with 8 as well. In terms of the data hub, we will take a quick look. 1.84 goals scored from an expected 1.31. We've conceded 0.87 goals from an expected 0.96. So we're expected to concede less than a goal, and we're doing even better than that, which is always a lovely thing to see. For the team performance, we can see we're expected to score 55 goals. We massively outperformed there and scored 70. In terms of points, we're expected to get 65.3, we got 83. We're expected to finish second, and we finished in first. In terms of the overall attacking numbers, as we've seen, we are above league average in absolutely everything. Shots on target 46%, shots per game 10.76, pass completion 89, and in the defensive numbers, again, we're above average on absolutely everything, which is perfect. You want to be above average on everything anyway, but we've done it with absolutely every metric this season. We will now go and we will head to our next side, and we'll check out and see how Reading have done with this tactic. We are here with Reading, and as you can see, Papa John's Trophy, we unfortunately lost out in the semi-finals to Colchester, lost out in the first round of the Carabao Cup to Birmingham, and lost in the first round of the FA Cup to Cheltenham. However, as you can see, we have won the playoffs in Sky Bet League 1. As you can see in the league positions, we obviously start off low, but that is because when we take a look at the league table, you will see we start with minus 4 point deduction. So with those 4 points, we would have finished second, we would have went up automatically, only 3 points off top spot. Looking at the full league table, we will see 125 games, drew 9, lost 12. We scored 82 goals. I think that's the most in the league. No, it's not. Lincoln in 10th actually scored more. But in terms of goals against, we only conceded 60, which actually is pretty high. But we managed to finish on 80 points, along with Blackpool and Oxford. We managed to pip them in the playoffs. And in the semi-final, we managed to beat Derby 3-2 over 2 legs before facing Barnes in the final and winning 4-1. We'll take a look at the team stats now. We can see most goals, we're up there, 89 goals. We've scored the most. Most shots for 722 by some distance. Few shots against, we're not on this list. Possession wise, we're not here. Best pass completion, we're not here either. Tackles won, we're high up there with 978. Most dribbles, we're sitting in 4th. Fewest conceded, as we would guess, we're not there. We are in 8th place though, with 12 clean sheets on the clean sheet charts. Looking at player stats now, we will see most goals, we've not got anybody on that list here. Most assists, there's nobody there either. In terms of most player of the match, we've got Matty Carlson with 6, the Scotsman, you know I love it. Most shots, we've got Lewis Wing here with 79 in 6th place. Key passes, Lewis Wing again up there 110. Best pass completion, not there. Most dribbles, no. Tackles won, Matty Carson up in 4th. Most clean sheets we have Konya Boyce Clark with 13 in 6th place. And fewest conceded, he's actually 7th with 52 conceded. Looking at the overall player stats for the team, we will have a look and see Kelvin, not going to attempt the second name, has 14 goals. Aziz has 12, Ben Elliott has 12, and Nibs has 10 as well, with again a lot of players on 8s, 7s and 6s. In terms of assist numbers, we've got Lewis Wing on 8, the defensive midfielder or central midfielder, Ben Elliott on 8, and Andy Yadom on 8 as well. In terms of the data hub, we can see we've got 1.82 goals per game from instead of 1.64. We've conceded 1.29, a bit higher than I would like from an expected 1.31. We are below the league average in terms of tackles won and pass completion, but that's not the end of the world. In terms of the attacking numbers, we can see 11.57 fouls per game, cross completion of 13.94%, 13 dribbles per game, and our shots on target ratios 40%. For the defensive numbers, we can see fouls made per game, we are way below the league average there, which I was actually a little bit surprised about considering that all of our other metrics are pretty on point for the league average. Final third passes against 49.73, possession won 5,286 times. So overall, we look okay defensively, we could do better, but I'm not going to be a massive picky chooser because we finished third and we've won the playoffs. In terms of the team performance, we can see we expect to score 88.1 goal, we've outperformed that by 1 to score 89. Actual points, 80, we're expected to get 75.6 and we're expected to finish second, we unfortunately finished third, but there we have it. That is a promotion to the Sky Bet Championship and 3 cup exits. So Reading fans, let me know, would you take this season? Would you take just going up again back into the Championship? Next up, we'll go to our last team. We will look at Inter Milan and see how this fares with a European giant. So it hadn't been best season all round for Inter Milan. We were runners up in the Super Cup, losing in extra time to Fiorentina 3-2. We lost in the semi-finals to Roma in the Cup, losing 4-2 on aggregate. Champions League, we were knocked out by PSG in the last round of 16, unfortunately. We were absolutely battled 4-1. Take a look at the group stage, see how we got on. We actually topped our group with 11 points. 2 wins against Red Star, 1 against Sevilla, 2 draws against Celtic, and then a loss to Sevilla. We'll go back to look at the league table now, see exactly how that finished up. So we finished second, 1 point behind city rivals Milan, which is absolutely gutting. Take a look at the full league table, we can see we won 25 games, lost 8 and drew 5, scored 71 goals, only conceded 30 for a goal difference of 41. In terms of the team stats, most goals were second as we saw, 71 to Milan 73. Most shots, we were third. In terms of the few shots against, we were sitting in second possession. We were down in 5th with 55%. Pass completion rate 89%, so just a couple of percent below the teams at the top. In terms of tackles, we are not on the list. Most dribbles, we're sitting in 6th with 555. Clean sheets, we kept 17 and only conceded 30 goals. In terms of player stats, Martinez, top goal scorer with 27 goals. Most assists, we've got Denzel Dumfries here with 9. Martinez, most player of the matches with 9 as well. Most shots, we have Martinez with 81, so he did quite well to actually get 27 goals from just 81 shots. Most key passes, we have DeMarco there with 77 in 3rd place. Best pass completion, we've not got anybody there. Most dribbles made, Denzel Dumfries in 3rd with 152. Most tackles won, nobody up here. Most clean sheets, we've got Jan Sommer joint with Musso with 17, and fewest conceded, he is in 4th. So looking at the player stats overall, we can see Martinez with 36 goals, Fratesi with 12, Çalhanoğlu with 7, Dumfries with 7, and then a lot of players, with 5s, 4s, 3s, things like that. In terms of the assists, we can see Denzel Dumfries from right back has 14, DeMarco on the other side has 11, and Barella has 9 with Fratesi getting 6. Barella picked up 20 yellow cards this season without ever getting sent off, so that's pretty good, I would say. In terms of the data hub, we will have a look and we can see we scored 1.87 goals from an expected 1.47. Expected to concede 0.86 goals per game, we only conceded 0.79, pass completion ratio of 90%, so overall very good there. The attacking numbers were above average in everything, 13.32 shots per game, pass completion rate is 90% as we saw, cross completion rate of 15.75 and 14.61 dribbles per game. Defensively, we can see we're above average in everything apart from fouls made per game, but as I said before, I don't mind if my fouls per game are lower than the league average, it's something that you would like to see. Clean sheet 17, tackles won ratio 76%, opposition passes per defensive action 4.82, so overall really good at the back as well. Looking now at the overall team performance, we can see we're expected to get 65.5 goals, we scored 71. Expect to get 71 points, we got 80, and we're expected to finish in second, and that's exactly where we finished. So overall for Inter Milan, you could say it's not a great season because you've not won a trophy, but we finished second in the league, just 1 point behind Milan, which is a bit gutting. PSG in the last 16 of the Champions League, you know, it's a hard tie. Semi-finals of the Cup is a bit gutting to Roma, and then the Super Cup nobody really cares about anyway. So now we're going to switch and we will see exactly how this tactic sets up. You know exactly how it looks. I've shown you at the start the base setup. I'm going to go through the instructions for you right now. So here we are with Dapierro's DP. As you can see, it's pretty odd looking, but it does work. So you've got a sweeper keeper on support, just set as the standard. You've got 2 central defenders, both on defend. You have 2 complete wing backs, both set to cross more often. You have the regista in the middle on support, with the ball winning midfielders both set to stay wider. With the 2 central midfielders both attacking above in front of him, and the poacher up front with roam from position and move into channels. So the idea is to overrun the midfield. The ball winners will be chasing about, getting the ball back, with the regista as the obvious playmaker who will be making those passes. Central midfielders going forward, the complete wing backs going forward as well. And with this overrunning midfield here, once the ball winners get the ball to the regista, and you have, for example, you have, just for talking's sake, you have these 4 players in behind the striker, the regista's been protected by the ball winners at either side, and he'll be able to pick a pass to the forward line. So when you have the players playing exactly where you want them, overrunning this midfield should be pretty straightforward. I'll just set these back to the way they are. Central midfield attack, 2 wing back, 2 complete wing backs on attack, and then we'll go and run through the rest. So we're sitting at an attacking mentality. We've got much shorter passing. We're passing the ball into space. We're hitting the crosses early. We're shooting on sight, playing for set pieces at a higher tempo, and we are sitting narrow. So this midfield is going to come really congested, and it's why you will win the ball back very easily, and then the regista will be able to ping a pass. In the transition, we are taking short kicks, and we are distributing the ball to the playmaker, and we are distributing it quickly. So the philosophy is just get the ball to the regista basically. He is the key to this tactic. And out of possession, we're going with a high press, a standard defensive line. We are triggering the press much more often, and we are getting stuck in. So this has been the DP by Dapierro. If you want your tactic tested on the Sort It Out SI channel in the next tactical clinic, please get in touch with me either on the Sort It Out SI Twitter page, my own Twitter page, The Flying Scotsman, or you can find me on Reddit or Discord, things like that. As always, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and we will see you next time.